What does that tell us maybe about some of the other players?
Well, it can't really tell us a lot because he's gone on to play for Real Madrid, and Real Madrid have got him in their midfield, and they've gone on and won Champions League. So what you take away?
You're talking about Mudryk, no?
Mudryk.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about Mudryk when he had him at Tottenham.
Mudryk.
What does it tell you? It tells you that the kid doesn't have enough belief in himself, like he's saying. He's suggesting to the kid that you need to project yourself in a certain way. You need to believe in yourself. If you have to fake it till you make it, you have to be in that situation. And I think there's a lot to be said about it. I don't know quite why he wants to recant that story, because it's showing an £88 million footballer in a not particularly good light.
Well, what he was saying in the end was that today he beat me. Maybe he's changing. Maybe we're getting...
Okay, context is everything.
Yeah, maybe we're starting to see the...
What he's saying is the mindset. I don't know whether he's taking us down a cryptic pathway of suggesting that there needs to be a passage of time to convert these young players that the owner has insisted that we've signed, that are going to be good for the future. We need to build them into winning mentalities and start from that position. Yeah. And that nothing is impossible. Everything can be overcome. Everything can be achieved. You don't stop at obstacles, you overcome them, sort of mentality. And I don't know if that's the imparted wisdom that he's trying to give us.
Yeah, what you're talking about is the concern over how Mudryk would ever be in a position where he wouldn't want to play the manager.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I would never, ever in my whole life not want to play someone, even if it was the best player in the world, because I'd think I could beat them.
Yeah.
Well, you'd want to keep trying until you did.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah.
But I wonder, Danny, for Mudryk, read a few of them at Chelsea right now. Is that the prevailing emotion right now, that there is a lack of belief, there's a lack of confidence, there is a lack of self-confidence? Is that what we're talking about?
There is a lack of belief when you're young, sometimes walking into a huge pressurised big football club where the magnifying glass is on you. It's inevitable there is a little bit, because you haven't actually done it. So, there's there's no substance to actually give you the belief that you are. The lack of belief is fine if you channel it into positive performances and do something with it. You have to overcome it. Yeah. The fear, the belief, whatever word you want to use.
But they'll have a belief, because it takes belief to even go on a football field, a certain level of it, to get to the point that you're at. To be an £88 million footballer, you have belief. It's this difference between belief and a real inherent... What Man City have is a deep-seated understanding that they are the best side. Yeah. They go onto a field expecting an outcome.
Well, because it's fact, because they've done it.
But it also, shaping the future isn't fact. It's based upon ultimately what you would do at that particular time and how you build towards that. But Man City are a self-fulfilling prophecy now. They walk on a field, they expect to beat the opposition. What you've got with a certain group of players that are building up is a culture. It's like Newcastle. I said the other day, Newcastle don't have this ingrained... It's sort of embedded psychological approach that they're a big football club, they're entitled to be in this space, and by the way, woe betide anyone who gets in their way. Yeah. City have that now. United have had it for years. They've lost some of it in the moment in time, and it's a difficult... So what he's saying is the psychological approach of these younger players needs to be repositioned, and it needs to be looked at in a certain way. And I've got to build up a belief culture in them is not just veneer deep. It's as you go further and further down them, it's still there. 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 Now, that may well be a self-serving exercise, because he's preparing for the fact that the team aren't doing very well and people are beginning to ramp up the narrative. I think they should be doing better. Yeah, I think he should be being more effective than he is. And I'm sure that he's got obstacles. But the thing is, if you get the best in class, they make light work of obstacles. They get there quicker than those that can't do it. So I would suspect that Pochettino shouldn't be looking over his shoulder anytime soon. But if we're still seeing the same malaise as we turn the year, I think he'll be in jeopardy, because you cannot allow a manager to, in part, be part of a process of recruiting £400 million worth of players in the summer and find a team that is so dysfunctional as this one is at this moment in time. And I know that they're missing a lot of chances, and those chances going in would have a different dynamic.
Positive outcomes, they will help belief turn into reality. It's winning games, it's scoring goals for all those young lads. There's going to be times where they're up and down, but the best ones will come through.
It's an odd story, though. It's up there with those crystal balls he used to put in his bowl.
No,
at
the
Tottenham,
melons.
didn't he? Was it melons?
Sorry, lemons.
Was it lemons?
I had to talk about this on Monday. He's got the lemons in his office to take players' bad energy away when they come in.
Has he still got them?
Really?
Yeah.
I've got a couple in here. It was just that when he joined Chelsea, Simon, I remember, I think it was a Ukrainian journalist was saying, Mudryk, a precocious talent. he's not showing that. You know, a precocious talent is, you know, you're ahead of where you should be at certain age.
Jack Grealish was a precocious talent, and now he's a real talent.
Yeah.
When he landed on our shores and the £88 million price tag followed him, I think the first game he played in was away to Liverpool, and he looked sharp. He looked like a good buy. And so over the period of time, the environment that was created, the rubbish that was presided over by Frank Lampard, and the team that was allowed to fester and develop this inherent acceptance of losses is now the malaise that Pochettino's trying to overcome.
Yeah.
With the added benefit, I might add, of having a £400 million supplement of players on top.
Mudryk will be. He is a super talent.
Do you think so?
He is a super talent.
He can't even run with the ball at the moment.
No, he is. He's lost a bit of confidence, hasn't he? To be fair, when you watch him, and that is probably it. I just can't. You're walking into a club.
Has he done anything to impress?
He's done a few bits. He had a really good pre-season. Showed some more bits. He scored as well. But the reality is, if he walked through the door at Man City, we'd be seeing a different player than you would at Chelsea because of the state the club's in. Sometimes different personalities and different characters respond differently under different. Obviously, I think we will see the best of him. I'm not sure on some of the other signs, but I don't worry about him. His talent's there.
Well, Chelsea up against Brighton tonight, who, as we know, Simon, on an interesting trajectory.
Oh, they are indeed.
And that's Nakova.
Everyone keep all their eyes on Brighton.
12.
And Saudi.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Friday mornings from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.